Hello YouTubers, Billy here from MMOsurge.com. I'm going to do a first impressions of Forge, a somewhat newish game that has come onto Steam. Picked it up yesterday for half off, $9.99. So I liked the way the trailer looked and thought I'd try it out. So alright, let's take a look. We have just opened up the game. This is the main menu right here. This game is basically a third person, not an MMO in any way, shape, or form. It has a lot of elements from a MMORPG, such as, using taskbar, using skills and stuff like that, but it's pretty much, team deathmatch, arena, based server games. There's a lot of differences. I mean, it might appear to be, just your casual run around and, spam 1, 2, 3, but there's a lot of different, elements such as jumping out of the way. You have to aim your shots. You can't just, lock onto somebody and spam a key and have it hit them. There's wall jumping. There's other skills that will help you jump out of the way, jump to somebody, and it's really a cool mix between a a casual kind of combat game, FPS, whatever, and MMORPG kind of elements, as I guess you could say. So all right, let's go ahead and check the tutorial. What I would recommend, I think you have to check the tutorial before you start playing, regardless. So it does offer a good amount of information, though, as far as what skills do what, and they'll tell you some things that you would not have known had you not opened the tutorial. Also here, when we go in tutorial, we'll find tutorials on specific classes. You have Assassin, Pathfinder, Pyromancer, Shaman, and Warden. Assassin, Masters of Deception. Well, you can pretty much guess what an assassin is. A lot of people are complaining because assassins are doing what they're supposed to do, creep up on you and pretty much go for that one hit kind of kill, but there's other ways to prevent that. So I mean, play a little more than 5 minutes and you'll figure out how. Pathfinder uses a bow. I have a buddy who's started using this one. Projectile attacks. You have all the starting abilities here listed down, so you can pretty much check what they do. The Pyromancer is what I started using because it looks pretty awesome, and I've noticed it's also very versatile. I mean, you can run and dodge and jump out of the way. It's good for, I'd say, someone who's able to move fast and dodge and do a lot of things at once, someone who wants to be very agile. And it has a lot of, kind of warlock-like abilities, curses, stuff that I'm still trying to get used to and know when to use. Things that do damage over time and, stuff like that. All fire-based stuff, so this character really looks pretty awesome when you're playing with him. I see a lot of these as well in the games that I have been in. The Flame Burst, I think this is the one that really caught my attention because you can use it as a rocket jump, pretty much like you can do in Quake. It can knock opponents back, but you can also point at the ground and jump at the same time and get a lot of distance. We have the Shaman here and the Warden. I guess the Warden, I haven't seen a whole lot of this yet. I assume it's pretty much like your warrior, blunt, hand-to-hand or, close combat attacks. Has a shield and just looks like a general warrior. Shaman, I've seen a few of these, not too many. Yeah, restore health. Maybe your paladin, I'm not sure. I haven't checked those out enough. So go ahead and check out the tutorial. Pick the class that you are interested in and get that done. Once you've played a few games, you can go to the level up menu and you can distribute stats that you get when leveling up. You can choose which class, I guess the more you play with a class, unlock certain abilities for that class. I don't think it's, you could play the Assassin for 10 hours and get stats for another class. The Pyromancer is the only one I've played so far. I leveled up once and I got a armor point. The way this works is you don't get an extra point, you just get 1 point to distribute between your points already. If correct me if I'm wrong for players who have played this more than me. So for the armor points, the physical, the spiritual, or whatever, I assume if you have a class that you're really proficient in, you could take points away from other classes and pretty much buff up yours. That's the way I understood it. So let's go ahead and check out the game types. Team Deathmatch, Capture the Relic, which is Capture the Flag, and Arena. The only one I've played is Capture the Relic and Team Deathmatch. We're going to join a Team Deathmatch here real quick. The Zealous, the Devoted, those are the two teams. Gonna pick my Pyromancer and jump into a game real quick. So, as you can see, the graphics are really nice, considering it's not really a huge, high-budget game from what I've seen. You have your basic attack, which is what I'm doing right now, and this is the little jump thing. I already forgot the names of them, but you can see I'm using pretty much, I'm running around, dodging, being as evasive as I can, casting curses. Sometimes there's a delay on that jump. You know, like most people who aren't very, used to fast-paced combat. I mean, you have the people who will run out and they'll just spam the things over and over, thinking this is like an MMORPG style combat. But you can easily destroy those guys by just using, quick footwork, I guess you could say, dodging. This is an assassin that people always are crying about. But basically, yeah, if you do something like this, you can get out of their way. They can only stun you, hit you so many times, and they're very weak out in the open. So, it just takes a little strategy to, beat whatever class that you're going up against. I'm not sure if these attacks are going through walls, because most of them appear to be hit scan, and whenever I'm aiming at someone and launch the attack, usually the crosshair will sort of illuminate. I'm assuming this meaning that I've hit them, but sometimes it looks like I can hit them through walls. I'm not sure if that's just a bug or if that's how it actually works. I'll still have to check to see if that's actually correct, but either way, you can hit them from very long distances, peck at them. See right here, it was illuminating. I don't know if I'm hitting them through the wall or not. But yeah, see, like right here, I got two of them. Jump out of the way, move on to somebody else. I really like the gameplay. It's not very simple. You can find ways to use skill and strategy to overcome enemies. Got killed by a shaman here. I believe this is a shaman. One thing I didn't like is the respawn times. They're kind of long. I don't like any games with really long respawn times. It just kind of feels like I get I'm not able to warm up, just waiting and waiting and waiting after I die. But this game, you don't die quickly. You don't come out and just get one hit killed or anything like that. So you have a lot of time and a lot of chances to play. Alright, so I'm going after this guy right here. I've already put a few curses. I think this is the guy I put a few curses on. So chasing him down into this little tunnel thing. I think, yeah, he just fell off. I've had that happen quite a few times. People running back to this little area and just fall off and give me a free kill. One time I actually chased him down there thinking that he had gone to some lower area to try to dodge out of the way. As you can see, I'm kind of shooting here just randomly because I notice a lot of assassins will go down there, and sometimes when the assassins are invisible and you're still firing attacks, pretty much like an infiltrator in other games, you can still hit them when they're invisible, you just can't see them. So I haven't noticed that takes any resources, just the basic attacks. So sometimes if I'm running by myself, I might just, in the front and back of me, I might just spam that attack just to strategically try to scout out any assassins. That first attack I just threw there, that little winding spiral thing, I don't remember the name off the top of my head. I just know that it's the number 2 key on my keyboard. I use that a lot to push assassins back, or just to pretty much knock people out of my way and stun them for a moment, cast a few curses, jump around and common attack them once all my other skills are cooling down. And yeah, as you can see right now, it's pretty much a war. Everybody's just hiding, pot-shotting in and out. I'm sneaking around here trying to rush or to surprise attack them. It's a really high-paced, action-packed game. I mean, I think a lot of people don't really realize the kind of playstyle that is trying to get you to use. You know, some people like this guy, he's just running back and forth, and he just got stomped, or he just got hit. No left or right dodging or anything. So I mean, some people who play like this, they're probably not gonna have a good time in this game from what I've grasped so far about the game. It's a strategic, you know, skill-based game. I would say you definitely can win by outmaneuvering your opponent. There's also wall jumps, which you just saw me doing right there. Great ways to bounce up. You can use those consecutively to bounce up. You know, if you have two walls in between you, you can jump all the way up to the top using wall jumps. You know, using a lot of techniques like that will definitely makes this game interesting. As you see the opponents, they're all just standing still. I'm jumping out, you know, pot-shotting them, outmaneuvering them, and stuff like that. So like I said, if you try this game, don't come in thinking that you're just going to stand still and cast, you know, attacks over just without moving. I don't think that was the direction of this game at all. So yeah, I was taking damage there. I'm gonna run out. I'm not just gonna sit there in front of them spamming. I had a curse on me. Here's the wall jumping. You can see you can use that back to back. I assume places like that were specifically built so that you can pull off those maneuvers. Yeah, as you see right there, an assassin attacked me. Stunned for a few minutes, but you know, as long as you have a decent amount of HP, you can usually bolt out of there. You know, cast a curse or something like that, and you have a fighting chance. So that's a good thing about this game. It's not just, you know, you're gonna die no matter what, unless you're not very intelligent. So, alright, we played a little bit of a team deathmatch. I won't go into the other games. Capture the Relic, you know, that's Capture the Flag. You can just check them out if you're interested in the game. Still have to wait for other unlocks for the game types. And the graphics, the settings, I have them all maxed out. They look beautiful, if you can't already tell from YouTube. Hit the 1080p option, maximize it. YouTube kind of messes the quality a little bit, but you can tell it's a very nice looking game. One thing I would recommend as well, the abilities, the default keys are screwed up. They're just all over the keyboard. You're most likely not going to be able to use those effectively. I rerouted mine to comfortable keys, you know, certain mouse keys. I put keys that I'm used to using weapons in other games. So, you know, 2, Q, E. I have, you know, a few of my side mouse keys. So I would definitely reroute those before you even play. I mean, just go ahead and try to route those. You can change them based off of class too. You can have certain classes have different keys routed. Playing with other players, as you can see what I'm doing right now, I didn't really understand the concept, because when you hit join player, it says type in player name exactly, and players' names in this game are based off their Steam name. I tried joining a friend. I typed in his Steam name, his account name, and both of those wouldn't take me to the same game he was in. So I'm not sure if that's just a bug, if something needs to be worked on. This seems like a game that's still pretty heavily in development. They have a lot of things that still need to come out, but you know, the base is there. It has a lot of the core features already. So if you couldn't see from the video already, fast-paced, definitely involves a good amount of strategy if you can develop some good strategy to win. And it was an A in my book. I mean, I'm not sure if the player base is so huge yet. It seems like it's still growing. You know, it just went on sale. I'm not sure if it's going to have another sale. But I would definitely recommend checking this out to anybody who's interested in this kind of playstyle. It, you know, has a little bit of elements from both the MMORPG world as far as, you know, the taskbar, but it doesn't play like one at all. It's, you know, it's an arena TDM style, you know, game. So it's definitely a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Check out more of my videos to come. Thank you.